Hello everyone, this is how to create an Adobe Voice presentation. So for this, first thing you're going to do is open up your iPad, open up your Adobe Voice application, go to create a new story, you're going to type in your state, and then the members of your group. Click next, and then you're going to scroll through different themes. The theme that we're going to use for this one is make up my own story, so select that, click the button, pick this one. And what you're going to do is just step by step, you're going to have different slides. In order to add slides, you'll click the addition button at the bottom right corner. That just adds in different slides for each piece of information that you'll talk about. So in the Adobe Voice and the iMovie presentation, make sure that you include your name, the name of your state's nickname, the name of your state's bird along with a picture of the Capitol building, where the Capitol building is, so the city, fun facts about your state, a famous person from your state population, state attractions, and the region that your state is in. So first thing that I'm going to do is look up the layouts. So if you just want to include a picture and then a recording, you can select that one, but I'm going to select this one for my first slide. You can click an icon. All you have to do is type in what you want to look up. So if I do Nebraska, it'll show me icons of Nebraska. For this, I'm going to do a picture. So I'm going to select photo, then on my iPad, scroll out all the pictures I have looked up for this project, and select the picture of a map of Nebraska. And I'm going to put in Nebraska by, and then members of your group. Select done. So now I'm done. If you want to leave it as that's okay with me, because you have a picture of the state and you have the state that you're doing. Say if you just want to include a picture of the state, so say if I didn't have Nebraska by Miss Schenaman, then what I would want you to do is to record. So in order to record, you're going to hold in the record button, which is that bright orange circle button in the middle. So once you press it, it will record, and then you just say what you want to say. After you're done saying what you want to say, let go of it. So here's an example. Hello everyone, my name is Miss Schenaman, and the state that I did my project on is Nebraska. So once you're totally done with one slide, move on to the next one. And as you're going, kind of have a checklist of the information that you need to include. So I have the name of my state, so I'm going to cross that off. The next option or bit of information that I have is to include the state's nickname. So for this, what I'm going to do is again choose my layout. Let's see. I'm going to select two things. I'm going to look up an icon of a Cornhusker, because that's the nickname for Nebraska, the Cornhusker state. I'm going to search. No results. So now what I might do is just type in corn. There we go. So then just kind of scroll through. You can select the icon that you want to. Make sure it is appropriate. And the next one I'm going to do a picture, because I know I have a picture of some corn. So now, since I don't have a title, if I present to you the slide, you may not know what it's about. So I'm going to record my voice. Nebraska's nickname is the Cornhusker State. So once I'm done with that slide, move on to the next one. I'm going to cross off that I have the nickname of the state completed. Next on my list is the state bird. Now you don't necessarily have to put or have an order of how the information goes in your video, as long as you have each piece. But the next one on my list is the state bird. So for this one, I'm gonna have a picture and a caption. So I might type in the state bird is the western meadowlark. And I'm going to record my voice for this one too. The Nebraska state bird is called the western meadowlark. So now that I'm done with that, I'm going to click the next slide. Cross off that I have the state bird done. Next on my list is the state capital. Now for the state capital, go ahead and include a picture of the capital of your state. So for example, mine is Lincoln. So I might include a picture of the state capitol building. But also, a requirement, remember, is to include the 3D view of the screenshot that you have of the state capitol building. So what I'm going to do is go to my photos. Actually, for layout, I'm going to do two things. The first one, I'm just going to have an outline of Nebraska. So this one. And you can see by the red pinpoint, that's where the Nebraska state capitol is. And then in the second one, that's where I'm going to include the 3D view of Nebraska state capitol in Lincoln. So right there. And then I'm going to record my voice. Lincoln, Nebraska is the state capital. So then now you'll see I can't really move on because I don't have another slide. Make sure you click that addition sign at the bottom right corner. And once again, I'll cross out that I have the capital done. Next on my list include fun facts about Nebraska. So for this one, I might just include a picture and then record my voice. So let's see. Oh, I know what, I'll do this one. So one fun fact about Nebraska is that Kool-Aid was invented in Hastings. And then I might record some audio of what this picture is, and include the fact that it is a fun fact about Nebraska. One cool fun fact about Nebraska is that the drink Kool-Aid was invented in Hastings, where there is also a Kool-Aid museum. Once I'm done, I'm going to again click to add a new slide, cross off that I have at least one fun fact. Next is a famous person from Nebraska. So my famous person is Warren Buffett. I'm going to include a picture of him, and then just put his name. And then in the recording, I'll explain who he is and why he's famous. One famous person from Nebraska is a gentleman by the name of Warren Buffett. He is famous because he is a big businessman. And once I'm done, again, move on. Cross off that I have that done on my list. Next up, I have the population of Nebraska. For this one, I'm just going to include an icon. I'm just going to search people. Once again, you can just scroll through and look. All you have to do is swipe your finger. I'm going to go with this one. And then because there's only an icon, I'm going to make sure to record my voice. And always make sure that you're taking turns with your group for who records what. The Nebraska state population is 1.8 million people. Again, make sure I cross that off. Next I have attractions. State attractions in Nebraska. For that I found out about the Henry Dorley Zoo. So for that I just might type in the Omaha, Nebraska, Henry Dorley Zoo, and aquarium. And then move on to the next page. Next I have the region. Nebraska is located in the Midwest region. Nebraska is located in the Midwest region. Okay. And now that I can see I have everything crossed off on my list, I'll just kind of scroll through it back down below on the different slides that I have to make sure that I did include everything. And then another thing I can do is kind of just look through my photos to see if I would like to include anything else. So I might include this picture and again record. Nebraska sure would be a cool place to visit. And after you're done with all your slides, and if you want to preview what it looks like before you submit it, all you have to do is click on the bottom left corner and it'll show you a preview of what your movie looks like. So it'll kind of go through back. And if you also want to include music, go ahead. All you have to do is press the music and sort of click through each one, and it will give you a little preview of what it looks like, or excuse me, what it sounds like. And after you're done looking through it all, in order to share it, click on the right top hand button. Make sure that it's public. For the category, you're going to click on that button, press education, and then click on the camera icon on the far right. That way, save to your photos, and that way you can easily upload it onto the website later on. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me.